Hi, everybody, and welcome this week to our episode of Laws of Community with Ronald J. Raymond, and Hanna Sumrall as your hosts. This week, as you guys know, it is for one June 1st. So happy June 1st to everybody, all the kids out there that just got out of school. Congratulations to all you that just graduated, and all of you new businesses out there getting started. A lot of businesses get started right now because it's definitely a good prime time to get things going and moving during the summertime. And I feel like that's really going to be a really big underlying tone of tonight, as you'll find out. Um, but so what we've come to realize too is this is our start of our 7th month with you guys.
It
So
is.
that is the start of the second half of the year, and ultimately, um, it's really a big step for us. I feel because we've made it this far. So uh, I would like to congrats us and our engineer Kirill and our producer, the Laws of Life with Blanca. We all made it this far together. So definitely a beautiful start to the new seasons. Um, do you want to add anything, Hannah?
I was trying to see if I had the ability to add like I wish I had a soundboard right now so I could just be like hit a cheering thing and be like woo woo like hear like balloons popping and things like that. That's what
That'd
I
be
was looking
awesome.
for. So just imagine I did that. If everyone could just imagine it in their brain,
Here,
that would be amazing. Because I did, and it was great. Yeah, woo! I mean,
bunch
I
of golf
think six
claps.
months is pretty great because a lot of people start things and then just let them go. Like we've had a lot of times where we could have said no, we're not going to do a show this week, and we did take a break a week or two at a time. But we're still here, so
Yep.
props to us, I say.
I so
Definitely.
I say so too. Especially, we've gone to a couple different places and made sure that we still were able to get on the show, even while we were out of state and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we definitely we love you all for being here with us every week, being here with us every month, um, and helping us really make this community flourish. Everybody who's come to this show so far has been a beautiful tribute to their community, and to our community, and growing each other's. And really, I would like to thank you all who have come onto the show. And ultimately, today is, you know, in my mind, with what I've read up on what she's doing, and what I've heard with what she's doing with herself and with her partner, and what they're doing in life for their community. Joanna, who we're about to be bringing on to the show today, Joanna Tress, she is this, in my mind, she is one of the most open-minded and loving and nurturing people I've met. All the times that we've interacted so far, doesn't matter the conversation we're in, the situation, around global. She was one of the fellow Global Vision conference speakers, and people who was there with us. She's just spread nothing but positivity, and been there for an open ear and an open heart. So with no further ado, I would like to bring out Joanna Tress, and thank you for being here for today's episode, and sharing what you do with your community. So, if
Yes.
you would like to start off
Hello.
with a question, or um, uh, just saying a little bit about yourself, or a question for her, Hannah. Either way.
Hannah, do you want me to just jump in about this new beginning since it's a new month?
Yeah.
Yes, you're welcome to just introduce yourself and go with whatever you please, ma'am.
Certainly. Thank you so much. Again, I'm Joanna Tress. I'm in Orlando, Florida, and I help you say yes to what you want to express. Isn't that convenient that it rhymes with Tress? I am a creativity coach, and one of the laws of community I want to share with you is that it serves your community best when you know what you have to contribute to it, what your gift is, how you can really help people using your gifts. And on the other hand, you serve the community when you know who that community consists of. It's not always a geographic location area that defines community. It can, but it could also be a particular group of people that you know you can assist. And so I am making a stand in this world that men and women of all backgrounds be fully expressed and also be supported in beautifying the world with their creative and artistic gifts. So I know that my community, it's people usually of a certain age who want to do more with sharing their gifts, their creative and artistic ideas that may have been bottled up inside of them for decades. Or maybe it's something new and fresh. And the question is, how? And how am I going to pull this off? How am I going to share this? How am I going to, how, the why, the what, who, when, where? I need some help. Help me. And so you have a community of like minded and like hearted people who have ideas and have something they want to share to beautify the world. And I'm here to facilitate that in each and every one of them. I liberate the performing artists, visual artists, literary artists, any type of artist that there is, the principles, the mindset, everything that it takes to be successful in sharing what's in here in your heart and what's here in your head with everyone else. It doesn't matter what the actual idea is. It takes the same attitude, mindset, and community of support to be successful in sharing that. And so that's really how I'm making my impact and my law of community, knowing what we have to offer and knowing who we want to serve and bringing those two things together.
That's beautiful. That is
Sorry, that's all
beautiful.
I
I
could
love
do.
how I love that you threw your law of community in at the beginning. I you know, I feel like
He's
I
speechless,
feel
Joanna.
I am speechless because it really what you do, what your mindset is really aligned with what we're doing here on the show. Um, your what I go to seek in my life is for others to understand that if you're you know growing up and you're having to sort of raise yourself, because that's what it seems a majority of children have had to do in these last few decades. um, they're raised by their television, they're raised by their technology, they're raised by their schooling, and a lot of times the parents aren't there. And so that it takes a village mentality really has become a really big part of our society. And it seems that once we grow up, we kind of forget that it's not just us that's been doing everything. It's been everybody in our lives that have been taking us to each next level, and each step that we're having to take. And so with what you're doing, being able to be there for the people that don't know exactly what step they need to take, and you're willing to take that step with them, there needs to be a lot more people out there like you, because I feel like there aren't enough. So it's beautiful what you said and what you're doing.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
I'd like
Most
to nurture a community of more people like me to go out there and make that difference for aspiring artists and creatives.
Yeah. that's the next step. Then you just start helping people, and then you turn those people into little Joannas so they can go out and do your biddings for you.
That's how it is. Each one teach one.
There
Make
you
those
go.
plant those seeds, cultivate them, and watch them grow.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have a question for Joanna you would like to start off with, Hannah? To
Well, I would
I
like
know
to
you have a
get
couple.
to I would like to get to the fact of her business name because I absolutely love it. So if you wouldn't mind sharing that with our audience, Joanna.
I will be happy to. Matana is a combination of Matthew and Joanna. Let me show you Matthew. Ta-da!
Here we go.
Matthew Tress. That is my husband of 3 years. We got married in February of 2020. And 6 weeks later, it seemed like the whole world shut down because of COVID-19. We both lost our jobs and we had an extended honeymoon staycation right at home. And we decided, even before we got together at the age of 46, got married at 47, and now we're both, I hit 51, his birthday is this weekend. Um, this is celebrating the fact that since life is short, and we don't have time to waste because we don't know what this world is coming to. We should embrace every opportunity to live abundantly, live lives where we are satisfied with what we're doing, with who we are being, and what we are having and enjoying as a result. So we said we're going to make a difference. So Matthew and Joanna, Matana, when we first met, and that story is woo, it's ready for a movie, okay? But when we first met, though, we knew we were going to do something amazing together. We didn't know it was going to include marriage, but we wanted to make a difference. And both of us have a background in the performing arts. He is a positive rapper, dancer, DJ, and let's we cover all the performing arts because I do everything else: sing, dance, act, write, play instrument, so we come together, and that's what Matana is about. Our lifestyle, our relationship, it's working together in harmony, bringing out the best in each other and sharing that with others, helping folks to open up and be their authentic, creative selves unapologetically. Adulting doesn't mean that you leave behind the youthful curiosity and energy of days past. And 5DX, that stands for five dimensional experience. So when we get together with our community online for a five-dimensional experience, it's going to touch on our five physical senses: sight, taste, smell, touch, hearing, that, and the five dimensions of existence. We have a five-step system to take an idea to reality. So the power of five really works for us.
That is awesome. I absolutely love that. I'm gonna have to go find my book after this and see what 5 is in the numerology.
I know it may not be that good, but five
No, it's
fingers.
never anything bad.
Actually, five is actually a very lucky number. In for one, in Chinese specifically, what I've looked up, because I watched this movie that I don't remember what it's called, but it's with Will Smith, and he like gets this person to do all these things, and it is woo woo woo, and that means 555. And so
Oh,
I looked up the numerology of it once, and it was saying that five is actually in Asian and specifically Chinese, a very special number, just like the number eight. Those two
Yes.
numbers are very special numbers and very lucky numbers. I don't remember
Oh,
exactly more into it, but I do know that part about it.
So the Googles say that it denotes prosperity, justice, knowledge, and mathematical understanding.
Hmm.
It also
oh,
represents rationality, purity, and holiness.
okay. That's good to know. And I think it's important, five, from a mathematical standpoint. Everyone, all of our children need to know their fives times tables. Count by fives, at
Hmm.
least up to 60, so you can tell time with a real clock.
There
Yeah.
you
You know?
go. There you go.
Yeah, there are a
Well,
lot of ways that five. You're right. It's we live in a world and where five is an important theme. It's a pillar.
Yeah.
it really is.
Well, and I
Um,
think there are more than the dimensions that we experience. So there's also that.
well, well, people say we live in the third dimension, but really, we're physical in the third dimension, but our mind is in the fourth. So we really are living in the fourth, experiencing in the third, and then the God is the fifth. Um, and so that's where digital life kind of gets it. It kind of is reaching sort of in that godly realm in a sense because it's energy that we can't fully understand how it is there or why it is there, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Sure.
but
I've heard the fifth dimension be magic, and I'm not into magic per se, but it just transcends
hmm
height, width, and depth.
hmm
There's so much more. We're multifaceted individuals. There's so many sides to us, like a finely cut diamond. And you can't just, have that flat one. So that to me, that fifth dimension, it just embodies, it transcends the norm. We all have beauty inside of us. We can reflect divine qualities, of our creator, the love, justice, wisdom, and power, because we're made in his image. So when we
hmm
show the love and exemplify the justice, the wisdom, and the power, when we imitate godliness, you see, we are, that to me, that's five dimensional. It's above and beyond of the typical way. And when you're involving every aspect of yourself into embracing who you are as a native creative, with someone who can contribute, someone who can produce something of value for others, not just consume everyone else's artistry. See, we're consumers. We binge watch movies, we binge listen, we buy things and collect them, right? That's consuming. But isn't it beautiful when you can create something and produce something for the enjoyment of others? That is what we promote and really what we celebrate. So many people are out of touch with that aspect of themselves because they're busy with life, with paying bills, raising a family, working a job. Unfortunately, they waste time worrying. And so that's really what we want to counter that, offer some balance in life by living and embracing our creativity and doing it together in a collaborative way, in community. Everything is exponential. If you want to go fast in life, you go alone. If you want to go far, you do it in community. That's what we say. And I know it works because it's worked for me on this earth for over 5 decades now.
Wow.
absolutely, yeah. I it's something that I actually was just saying to her the other day too. Of I tend to go at each step of life when I feel it telling me to go. And recently, I've kind of had that feeling of build it and they will come kind of feeling. Um, and so I really relate with what you just said because of the fact that like it you know, I have felt so alone for most of my life. Like I've kind of talked about on other past episodes. Like I've had a lot of times where I've just kind of been alone or felt so alone, been bullied, and all these different things. So I really understand what it's like to just completely at one point wanna just bypass everything because I didn't feel like there was anyone there. So I had to, at one point just go, okay, I'm going to take another step further than what I'm actually able to take right now. And, I'd bite off too much I could chew. And I'd watch a lot of other people around me do it too much. So I stopped and I took a step back and I was saying, whoa, I really need to wait for a moment. I need to sit back and let life kind of tell me where to go at this moment, because all of my desires and all of my things that I'm, oh look at this, oh look at that, I want to get here. um they were being blinded, or they were blinding me and not allowing me to really see clearly of how to take the next step or anything. So there were a couple times where I stayed with one of my cousins and whatnot, and she really she really kind of got through to me more than anybody had gotten through to me in years. This was a time where I was going in and out of homelessness, and I refused all the real help or advice or concern or anything like that. Even though I asked for it, and I would fight it, and I would be like, "But this is my way. My way is better. I do this, whatever. And I'd be asking for the help, and I lost it. I lost that help. I lost the ability to really be comfortable with myself after that, for a moment, and I ended up being homeless again for a little while. Um, and it finally took me, when I finally got with one of my ex girlfriends who was taking care of me financially, and I was homeless, and I just decided I'm not gonna just be this person who everywhere I am, anyone I'm around, they're always taking care of me. And I decided, I really need to start working with them. I really need to start putting my foot forward and trying to help these people in life too, and really make a difference in other people's lives, because I can't keep asking for it and not giving it back. Um, and a lot of society doesn't want to work together. Everybody is in a broken mentality about it because of whatever traumas or any sort of greeds that they have because of them, because of the lack of as a child. So it once again, it's beautiful what you're doing, what you are aspiring to do with your business, helping people that don't have the communities around them that are willing to support them or be like my cousin was, and really healthily, um, you know tell me what it was to do with my life in that moment. Because if it weren't for somebody else to really give that care, I don't know where I'd be today, honestly. Um, so with that, I want to go into your event, what you're going to be doing here soon, um, for your community, and uh, talk a little bit about that if you'd like.
I'll be happy to. My event starts in 35 minutes at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm going to open my Zoom room, and I have several people confirmed. We're going to have a nice little group. And our five-dimensional experience is going to take us through our signature five-step system. And those five steps to embracing your bliss and to taking an idea from a mere concept or notion into a reality that can impact other people's lives. I'll just do a quick run through. S for story, the story you want to tell. T for tableau. What does it look like? What form is the story going to be shared in? Describe it, visualize it. Assess what you have to offer and what you're bringing to the table, what how you're going to make this manifest. R, resources. You can't do everything. You don't have everything in yourself. You're going to have to reach out to find resources, other people, things, ideas, teachings, whatever it takes. And being resourceful and community sharing those possibilities, and hey, try this, try that, to bring together the story. And then T, the trial. You're going to just try it out. You're going to just do it. Our clients can enroll in an intensive system with daily accountability and get those results within 6 weeks. You notice the START spells start. We are helping people get started, igniting the spark and bringing dreams to reality. So we're going to go through that tonight. And I know people are going to walk away from this event, this 2-hour free event through Zoom. I know that they're going to be refreshed and ready to get started on those ideas. So that's what we want that result to be.
Ah, man, I'm definitely gonna get up early for the next one and wish I can make it to this one. That's for sure.
That's fine. Yep, we're going to have it today, June 1st, and Saturday, June the 10th. And June the 10th, it will be from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern time. So I would love it if you got up early. And I know we're going to have a good time. I've gotten great reviews, and that's what I'm here to do. Bring smiles, change lives, bring beauty to the world.
Man, you do that even without your business that you have, because I know when we met you, like you were very just sweet and kind and just like you're just like an angel in the room that's like, everything's gonna be okay just because Joanna's here.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, and that's kind of like what I was saying earlier, how I felt anytime we interacted. You're very nurturing. And I like how that's how what you said you kind of thrive to be. You see yourself to be a nurturing person. And I really see it as, you know, the mama bear who isn't really your mom, but you're like the neighbor lady down the street as a kid that you need to go and have some sort of mom figure in your life.
That's me,
Like
honey.
that's
That's
really
me
that's
all
really
the way.
and it definitely shows in what you're doing, and it shows in every bit of your what you do.
It
I don't
really
know,
does.
just like what she said, when you walk in the room, it's just there's Joanna. Like when we got to that party, I think you were the only person that I really recognized other than Blanca too, and Mark. And out of everybody there, like I was so comfortable around you out of everybody that was there for the most part, when we first sat down. And I'm really awkward. You could ask Hannah anywhere we go. For the most part, I'm really uncomfortable. Like she's socially awkward, I'm socially awkward, but I'm more, I feel like, at times, because I don't even want to walk into certain places. I get really nervous and I'm like, I can't do this. And I almost psych myself out too much, where I can't even, if it's somebody new or anything that I'm, anywhere I'm at. um it really makes me uncomfortable. um but you were definitely one of those people that when you spoke to me, it just, I wanted to open up. I wanted to be a person to talk, to
I
actually be talked to.
appreciate that.
So I
A great
appreciate you for that
comfort.
energy. I appreciate you for bringing that kind of energy around people like me who are afraid to open up to a lot of people. So
Thank you. I received that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I kind of said a lot right there.
Hey,
My
we're all
brain.
saying a lot. That's what this
Yeah,
is about. Isn't this a talk show?
Oh
yeah, it
yeah.
is. But I sometimes ramble a little bit on a tangent, a little more than I can. I should say at times. I don't know. I
That's
think
okay.
so. I overthink.
Practice. Just keep on practicing. You're getting better and better, Ron.
Oh
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
Every episode is
Rohanna.
better than the
That's what you
last.
guys are. Hannah Ron. We gotta put Ronald and
Well,
Hannah together.
actually, it's funny because I was thinking about it earlier as like when I found out about what y'all did with your names. I was thinking about how we've talked about it. This is the first time we've said it to anybody else, really, I guess. But uh, we've thought about possibly in the future, maybe at some point, having our last names a mutual name, with both of us changing our names, so then we don't one or the other have to change it, and putting them together for Sumray or Sunray, changing the M to
Cool.
an N, or just keeping the M and doing Sumray for Sumrall and Raymond. Um,
See?
you know,
That's creative.
yeah. I mean, we are making our own family, so starting something new together.
That's right. Beautiful. And I wish you both the best with
Thank you.
Oh,
your family and with every endeavor that you have. This is only the beginning.
thank you,
Absolutely.
Joanna.
Thank you,
And
and thank you for being here.
yes. However, I think we should let you go so you can prepare for
Yes,
your event that you have very soon.
absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. It was great to be here.
It was great to have you. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining us. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, that was
All right, guys.
what I feel, but well, I
Just
mean
waving
when,
goodbye.
well, I mean
You
when she
do
was
the best
waving,
you can.
true. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Sorry,
We
Hannah, I didn't.
appreciate everyone.
Yeah, we and Yari, thank you for commenting and engaging with us today. We love you as well.
Yes.
I saw you said you love us all, so I love you back. And thank you guys for all that came to view.
All right. Thanks, guys. We will see you next week with another great guest that we have. Bye, guys.
Yes. Bye. Sorry.